Hey guys, welcome back to Get Into It with Jason Hook, with me, your host, Jason Hook. And we're going to start off with a tape. So I was kind of cleaning some stuff out and I found this tape. I remember ordering it, but I think this is the first time I've ever actually listened to it. But it's the Who Killed Spikey Jacket kind of discography up until the point of I believe 2015 this came out. And what's on here is the first LP, 2 7-inches, and then an unreleased song. It's got a J card here. It's a green tape. It's printed. It's a professional printed tape. Then on here, you just got the songs and what they came from. I looked it up real quick, and I guess there's only 150 of these with the green shell. And then there's a tour version. I think there's another version. But I totally forgot I had this. It's on Dark Raids in Human Double Face. Cat hair. But I don't know if you can hear it. My tape player's been wacky lately, so if it shuts off, we'll put something else on. But this is a Who Killed Spikey Jacket discography tape. Up until 2015. I think there's a couple more stuff that's come out since. So the stuff I'm going to show you guys tonight is stuff I picked up at that store, Deep Thoughts, Armageddon. I have a Christmas gift and some mail order. This is pretty much the rest of the stuff I talked about in my last video. So the first thing I want to talk about here is the Concealed Blade self-titled LP. Now think about this, I saw this make a bunch of year-end lists. I was lazy and never really listened to it or picked it up until recently. I got this at Armageddon in Cambridge. And these dudes are from Pittsburgh, and this is a great fucking record. There's a bunch of dudes in this band that are other bands. I wrote them down. We got Blood Pressure, No Time, Hounds of Hate, Cream. This came out in 2017, of course. That's why I made everyone's 2017 year-end list. It's just Bliss. This is black vinyl. But it's hardcore. It's like weird. It's got like a New York kind of hardcore sound, but it's got a lot of punk and a little bit of oi mixed in, a little bit of like thrashiness, like vocals. The singer doesn't just sing, sings in kind of different kinds of vocal deliveries, but it's fucking great. It's definitely got like a punk sound, like a power violence kind of some spaz vocal deliveries at some points. But yeah, this is really great. And again, you know, if you guys watch my videos, you know I tend to sleep on shit. So another band I slept on, just picked up. But I definitely back this up. This is Concealed Blade, the self-titled. Picked up at Armageddon Shop. For those that live in the New England area or do mail order, you should just check them out. I'll post a link for them. But that's the self-titled Concealed Blade, Pittsburgh hardcore punk. Next is another Armageddon buy. I can tell because they always put their stuff in these sleeves. And this also plays into my video last week because I totally didn't realize this because I'm lazy. This is it's put on Quality Control Hardcore, or Quality Control Headquarters out of the UK, which I did add a bunch of their releases last week. But this is a Rival Mob Hardcore for Hardcore LP. This is originally a 7-inch put on 6 Feet Under. On this version, it's got 2 extra songs. It's got a cover by Crippled Youth and a song called Philcore for Philcore, which I'll just, well, no, I'll tell you what it is. It just sounds like it's sound bites of Phil Anselmo from Pantera over them playing music, over like playing like a hardcore song. Again, Quality Control Headquarters. This is like a nice cover, really thick sleeves. I love this. Is like super dork shit for me. So I hope they know like I totally appreciate what they're doing here. This is like quality cover. This is just black vinyl. I'm sure there's different colors. It's got the Rival Mob logo. It's got a picture on the side. Another thick dust sleeve, black vinyl. You guys know what it looks like. But this comes with a really nice thick insert too, with all the lyrics, but they're kind of drawn out. Now I'm sure you guys all know who the Rival Mob are. If you don't, they're a Boston hardcore band. This came out in the 7-inch came out in 2010. This pressing came out in 2015. They kind of brought back a sound of They're playing a very aggressive, hardcore. They're playing like a different kind of hardcore sound that was popular. Kind of brought it back. Really nihilistic lyrics. Really angry, hateful shit. They went on to put out an LP on Rev, which is awesome. And got a pretty big following. This band also is members of a million bands. Currently, bands before this band, bands after this band. I could list. I think I wrote some down, but I'll just throw some at you real quick. You got X-Files X, Lovely Lads, Battle Ruins, Give, Free Spirit, No Tolerance, Magic Circle, Mental, Mind Eraser. It goes on. But this is just awesome shit. This is awesome record. I recommend it. It's back again. You know, Quality Control Headquarters was released. They didn't fuck around. Nice thick cover. It's like hardcore. It's like kind of embossed. It's just great shit. But that's a Rival Mob, Hardcore for Hardcore, the LP version. The 7-inch is on 6 Feet Under. Check out 6 Feet Under too, because they're awesome. Next thing I have is another local band. That's what Who Killed Spikey Jackets from Boston. But here's another Boston band. This is Sadist. This is the 7-inch, the Shadow of the Swastika, and the demo pressed onto one LP. Has this little cool Obi strip here too. Just an all black back. But on the Obi strip, it says on the back, limited edition of 500 for European distribution. So the Euro press, I guess, maybe for a tour they did. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone can clear me up on this. But it's black vinyl. Again, just got the type written out the songs. And then face on that side. But this is cool because on the insert here, it says, when the Blood Song demo was first released in 2000 XX, it was produced in an edition of 50 handmade, hand-dubbed copies to be given to friends or to be sold at a minimal profit for those coming out to our gigs in Boston. Before we had gone through our copies, it was brought to our attention that a collector value had been placed on our project. This was and remains a living, breathing project for us and was never meant to be a commodity or mere product. Sadist serves as an outlet to allow us to share our vision of the world. To combat against this image in the game of punk consumerism, we produced a second batch of 200 tapes with the money we saved up from the first run of demos and various handmade pins, posters, patches we made available for a donation. On this run of tapes, we added the statement, copy and distribute at will, to encourage an environment of tape trading and small-scale DIY distribution. Again, making the Blood Song demo available for our friends at our gigs. At the time, for a variety of reasons, Sadist performed strictly in Boston, but demand for the project grew out of our reach. To accommodate, we reached out to friends and supporters. In some cases, they reached out to us, and since that time, batches of Blood Song demos have been produced in and distributed from Boston, Oakland, Fresno, Montreal, Ukraine, Malaysia, Indonesia, and now, for the first time on vinyl, Germany. Pay no more than all you can, play loud, copy and distribute at will. You have complete control. And then it's got the their logo here. This is my body, this is my blood, but it's in all different languages. You know, lyrics, who the band is and stuff. This band is... Let me show the B-side of this too. No more gigs. But this, these guys are a loud, heavy punk band. The singer's known to the singer wears a mask, cut himself, swings chains around. Recordings is very feedbacky. There's some sort of electronic element in the background. Not like dancey techno, just feedback run through different sounds. It's some pretty intense shit. I believe, I'm not sure if they're still a band. I think they are. Again, someone can clear me up on that. I know, I think some members live in New York now, and some are still here in Boston, or the Boston area. But this is Sadist, Shadow of the Swastika EP, and it's also remastered by Jack Control. And this is then the demo. This is really awesome shit, guys. You should definitely check this out. What's up, Pat? I don't know if you're gonna watch this, but next we have something I picked up at Deep Thoughts. This set's over, but no. This is a Los Crudos discography. These guys are out of Chicago, from 1991 to 1998. They're a really fast, thrashy hardcore band. All the lyrics are sung in Spanish. The singer Martin, he came out of the closet on their last tour support in 1998 support. That's what I read. And he also sings in a band he sings in the band Limpress now, which I'm sure you guys might know. He also runs Languilla Armada Discos. My Spanish is bad, my accents are bad, guys. This is a really influential hardcore thrash band. I'm trying to say 16, 30, 47. There's 56 songs on this, so you can tell it's double LP. So you know the length of the song, what you're about to hear on this. Just fast blasts, very loud upfront vocals again in Spanish. But this comes with a booklet. This was originally released by Maximum Rock and Roll, did it. This version I have here, which I have a Rites record on the same label, is on La Vida es un Muse. Discos Punk or Punk Discs. I'm assuming that's Punk Discs. Again, I'm sorry guys, my Spanish is not up to par. But it comes with this printed zine. And when you open it up, it's got like, you got a flyer here, a little written thing here from which was this one? This is Miriam. She used to work for Maximum Rock and Roll. I think she still does in some form or capacity. But she writes a whole thing about how she about Los Crudos and who they were and how influential they were. And then as you flip through, it's got different flyers and you got the lyrics. But what they do is, because I never saw Los Crudos, but I guess what they used to do at shows is you have the lyrics translated into Spanish and then English under it, so you can sing along or just know what they're singing about. So again, you got flyers. It's got the lyrics with the translation. The tape stopped playing. You got the lyrics with the translation. Maybe I'll put this on after I'm showing it to you. Again, got a record cover, lyrics with the translation. So that goes on with some different flyers and record covers with the translation. And then right here, I saw this and then this like blew my mind. This flyer right here. I don't know what there's a date on it. Sunday, April 7th at the Lions Park Shelter in DeKalb, Illinois. This show is $5 and begins at 6. You got Crudos, Voorhees from England, Hatebreed, and Charles Bronson, plus possible to be announced for $5. I'll hit that up. But yeah, as you flip through, it's just the same thing. You got flyers, just photos of like cover art with the translations. The center here, you just got like kind of like almost like a 3D imaged photo. I think that's from the last show, or for the last show. European tour, just the dates. European tour 96. I think shows in Japan. And then let me just go to the end here. You guys have to buy to get all this stuff here. Then at the end here, you have another written thing by Golnar, who also worked at Maximum Rock and Roll. I believe I haven't read an issue of Maximum Rock and Roll in a while, so. Then the back here. And what Los Crudos sung about was mostly like the plight of, the Hispanic community, Hispanic punks, just society, a lot of heavy race-related, Hispanic race-related issues. But it's great shit. Like it's great shit. I just wish I knew how to speak Spanish. But on the inside, which you got a cover. I can't see, so I'm getting it. You have the covers of all the 7 inches, and next to it listed like what songs came from what record, like what year it came out. We got a bunch of comp tracks here. But that's the Los Crudos double LP discography. But my tape stopped playing, so give me 1 second and you guys can hear this. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I gotta clean that tape deck. It just stops playing tapes. But we're about to hear the Crudos, the discography. So next, completely different than everything I've talked about and shown tonight, is a Christmas present I got from my in-laws, which is the Iron Maiden Book of Souls live chapter. So this is all live tracks taken from different shows on the Book of Souls tour, which was actually over a year long. I saw the second to last date, which was when it was in here. But they did the same thing, triple LP. The one thing about this one, the glue is coming off the sleeves. So I don't want the records to fall, so I'm going to hold it under here. But you open it up. Yeah. And you open it all the way up. Let's see, hopefully this doesn't fall out. You open it all the way up and you gotta... That's where the bottoms of these coming unglued already. But the records are black. I'm not gonna pull them out. They come in these color, these like kind of photo sleeves that have random shots of the tour. You guys all know what they look like. You know I love Iron Maiden. I was late on Book of Souls, so. But again, since this is from the Book of Souls tour, this record's actually very heavy on Book of Souls. It's almost 50-50, but but you got classics on here. You got Wrathchild, you got The Trooper, Power Slave, Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, Blood Brothers, and then, you know, Eternity Should Fail, Speed of Light. I forgot Children of the Damned's on here. But it's just awesome. You know, it's Iron Maiden. It's a major release. It's on BMG. So you know it's high quality. It's not like half-ass. The sleeves are thick, except for the bottoms come unglued. What's up with that BMG? But that's Iron Maiden, the Book of Souls live chapter, triple LP. Next I have a stack of EPs I want to show. The first one here is Vinyl Richie showed on his channel, and I actually ordered one. It's the Bad Loner Guilt Police split 5-inch. And I ordered this from the Night Loner Bandcamp. But I think it's a lathe cut, it's a 5-inch. But Richie showed this, I immediately was interested in checking it out because it's just, you know, it's weird. This comes with an insert. The insert here has a number on the bottom, 12 of 25, or maybe it's a 28. I can't tell. But Night Loner, I believe Guild Police is from the UK, and Night Loner is a 2-man project from Texas. And one of the guys in the band, Jarrod Stults, does YouTube videos. So I'll link him down here. I'll tag him, see if maybe he'll see this. But I ordered it from him. But this is the Night Loner Guild Police split 5-inch. What you get, the Guild Police side's a little bit fast. I'd say it's punk, but it's a little bit more. I'd say it's a little bit hardcore based, a little bit noise. Night Loner is definitely like a noise punk garage band. It's cool shit. It's really great stuff. I mean, I think they have some other releases. I'm gonna have to grab them when I get a little bit of cash. I start paying off those Christmas bills. But that's the Night Loner Guild Police split 5-inch lathe cut thing. I don't know how many he's got left. I'll put the link down. Maybe you can order it. But I have the YouTube video too. This also won't play on my record player, so I had to watch the YouTube video. My sensor won't let my needle drop it. What's that? Next is a 7-inch. I grabbed that Deep Thoughts. It's G.G. Allen. It's not the money, it's the mission. And it's G.G. Allen, The Disappointments. If you guys watch some of my other videos, you know if I find weird G.G. Allen stuff like this, I'm just gonna pick it up. Supposedly this is a whole live show. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 7 songs. And the mic definitely is blown out and dies towards the end. The last song here is a cover of Dead Flowers by the Rolling Stones. And the mic's totally blown out. The intro on this, like he's screaming and yelling. When you open this up here, I'll show you. When you open this up, there's some shots in the back. I think this video is actually on YouTube. You can see what era GG it is. He's got a beard, it appears. It's not full-blown poop GG. But it's still Assault the Crowd GG. And this is a story about the show. Supposedly they were supposed to play in Connecticut, and at the last minute, the club backed out, you know, and they couldn't find anywhere to have the show, so they ended up having it at SUNY, S-U-N-Y, in Purchase, New York, which is like an art school. And according to the story on the inside, I don't think anyone showed up. So in the beginning, Gigi's like, bullshit. He's telling the crowd, like, fuck you. You came here for a spectacle. You don't want to pay. Well, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get one. And then if you read the inside, it says he, like, attacked the band. Attacked the crowd, I mean. You can't really, I don't think there's a lot of people there. But it's actually really good quality for a live show in a basement at a college. It's just black vinyl. It's on TPOS Records. just black, which is owned by Malcolm Trent. And they have some other releases too. It came on this little sheet here. It looks like it's just, they do a lot of like, there's like G.G. Allen stuff, but there's just really other weird stuff in here. Malcolm Trent, I'm sorry, not Trent. There's like a Charles Manson record. Look, there's a tape here I think I'm going to order. The Reverend Jim Jones and the People Temple Choir in Praise of Jim, cassette or CDR. Music recorded at People's Temple meetings and services between 1973 and 1978. Every song is about how wonderful Jim Jones is. Everyone who sings on it's dead. $7. So check that out. Tiny Tim split. Tiny Tim sings a cappella while mildly drunk on beer. So it's just, it looks like they put out kind of weird stuff. U.S. customers please add $3 for shipping. Oh, yeah, it's a Bandcamp or something. Okay, I'm gonna. If I get that Jim Jones cassette, you guys definitely want to hear about it. I have a little bit of a weird. I'll definitely show you. I have a little bit of a weird thing about serial killers and stuff of that nature. I like to like watch and stuff about them. I'm sick. But this is the G.G. Allen and the Disappointments. It's just a 7-song live set. I really like the drawing too. But I don't know why he has 3 arms on the front. But G.G. Allen Disappointments, complete show on 1 7-inch. It's looking a little bit buff there, Gigi. It's an in-shape Gigi. Next, well, I showed it at the LP. This is a Concealed Blade demo, pressed on the vinyl. This is the second press right here. It says right there. It's on Beach Impediment. People keep on messaging me. That's why you see me glance over. Popular guy, I guess. But this is the demo again. Pittsburgh hardcore punk band. You know, tinges of power violence, tinges of UK82, tinges of New York hardcore. Just really great shit. You guys definitely have to check this out. I'm fully on the Concealed Blade wagon. But again, okay. Just black vinyl. Concealed Blade logo. Skull there. And the insert here. Just got some on it, Concealed Blade. And then you got the lyrics on the other side. But again, like the LP picks up right where this thing left off. I think this didn't come out that long before. The LP is 2017. This is originally 2015. This might be a 2017 press because it just says, you know, it says second press right on the back, stamped right on the back. I hate these flap sleeves, man. I'm gonna cut the flaps off them. But and this also again, the Jason Dork observation. Really heavy, thick sleeve, like thick stock, which I love. It's not flimsy, but that's Concealed Blade. Wage Slave's an absolute ripper to start a record, by the way. Next, I have this. It's a repress. That's got cover art that might inflame some people, but this is the Last Rites, Fascism Means War, 7-inch. This is a repress that's on Loud Punk Records. If you go in Loud Punk, I've plugged them all the time. I've known Chris for a long time. Again, Chris, if you watch this, I love how you just keep your labels somewhat basic. I just love how it looks. This on clear or Coke bottle. I'm not sure how many there are. This was picked up at Armageddon. When you open up the inside, it's just lyrics. This 7-inch originally came out in 1984 or 82. It's 82 or between 82 and 84. And Last Rites are a classic UK82 punk band with like the hints of oi. If you guys know UK82, I've beaten the phrase to death in here. But it's just, you know, UK punk from the early 80s. Has a certain sound, can't explain it. I'm not a musician. You can tell a UK82 band from a million miles away. But that's Last Rites, Fascism Means War. I know their records are a little bit of collector items and hard to get. That's why I was psyched that Chris repressed it. I'll post a link to Loud Punk under too if you guys want to grab it. They also have an LP out that my friend has that has the worst cover art of all time. I mean, it's from the 80s, but it's definitely like 80s like Apple IIe like graphic, like everything's all pixelated cover art with like really bright colors on it. I think that's the same band. But that's Last Rites, Fascism Means War. Check it out if you love UK82. Check it out if you love punk. Check it out if you're a weirdo. Next I have this like box set. Oh, no, I don't. I have one more thing before the box set. Sorry, guys. Sorry to tease you. Let me show this one real fast. This is a record I grabbed for $2 at Armageddon. The Systematic Destruction. It's a compilation from 1994. It's got a Propagandhi song on here. It's also got an I Spy song, if you guys ever hear that band. This is the most 90s thing of all time, because it has just black vinyl. But the insert is like a book. With also said, like, I guess this money was this comp was put out to raise money for a community center that was involved in like Native American or teaching Native people about like the heritage of the Native Americans in the area. It was also supposed to be money for something else, but the group works with the government, so we refused to do it. And then there's some stuff in here about labor and just racism, discrimination. Some more, you know, like very, very mid-90s, guys. Tons of information. And then the band's here. So you got, you know, just this band, Male Faction. Well, they just put lyrics in a photo. I Spy has lyrics and then just another written long thing to read. Propagandhi has like a novel to read. And then I believe, what was the last band on here? Silence Equals. Yeah, Silence Equals has another just written thing. It says right here, pay no more than $3.50. I paid $1.99. So, but this is like 24 years old now. It can't, stuck in here was this. It looks like an insert from another record. I can't figure out who it is. I was reading the lyrics. I have no idea who it is. It's definitely not with this, but it's Canadian as well. So this must have came from a Canadian dude's collection. But you can't beat 90s Xerox overload of political information 7 inches. So, last thing I wanted to show you guys is a box set that came out a while ago. This is Bridge 9, number 50. There's 1,000 of these, supposedly. It says right here, Bridge 9, number 50, limited edition. I don't know if you guys can see that without blowing it up. I'm on focus. Anyways, so what this is actually really cool. Bridge 9 is, I think, on release 250 something, so this was 200 releases ago. It never just came out. But it's a magnetized box, so you open it up like that. And what you get in here is a 128-page book. That's just about the history of Bridge 9. From when he started it, like out of his, Chris started out of his dorm. All the way up until, you know, number 50. So it's just stacked with photos, flyers, little written parts about what was going on, and stuff about the Yankee Sucks and Sully's Tees, more flyers and ads. Basically just everything for the first 50 releases of the record. Some like live shots, Bridge 9 logo. It's a really cool little book. I mean, this is when I was going to shows all the time. Like I can read, I'm looking at some of the flyers and I just remember going to the, you know, I remember that show and being there. Then also you got here, it's a letter from Ben Cook from No Warning. Sent to Chris, you know, hey, do you want to put my band out? So that's cool. But then what you also get in here is some packaging. This little flyer with Chris explaining the book and thanking you for buying it. And I got a little cool thank you, Jason, Chris Burnett postcard. Thanks, Chris B9. And then you get 5 7-inches in here. You get 5 7-inches. It's West from American Nightmare. It's Gibby from Panic. It's Champion. Terror. And Tenfold's on the front of the first one. And what this is this. Everyone has 6 songs on it, I believe. And it's just songs from the first 50 releases. There's some stuff missing. I don't, you know, this is a project of love. But it's got song on the back. It's just got songs. Just chosen songs from each of the first 50 releases, pretty much. Almost everything's here. At least one song from everyone's here. And I got the gray vinyl, which I guess there's only 300 of, from what I heard. Coming dust sleeves. Everyone's got the same center. But great vinyl. But, I mean, this was a project I think Chris was working on for a long time. And like I said, like, the first 9 years of this is pretty much me. I mean, I was always into punk, but it was me being able to go to shows and, like, finally getting out from living in the suburbs and being old enough to go into the city and stuff like that. So I have almost all these releases pretty much with, like, rare color vinyl and all that, because I bought them when they came out because I was a dork and I was there. Someone, like, said something to me once, like, oh, how'd you get that Mental record release, or how do you have that on red? I'm like, because I was at the show and bought it from Bridge 9 or from the band. I'm not trying to toot my horn. Sometimes I just want to sound cool. But, anyways, that's the Bridge 9 number 50. Bridge 9 number 50, the first 9 years. Worth every cent. I think there's some left. I'm not sure. I didn't look. I'll throw up a link to the Bridge 9 page, Bridge 9 store, so you guys can check. But I definitely, if you guys just want to get a glimpse of time and what was going on, or if you were there, it's worth it. The book alone is great. It's like I said, it goes everything from his first release to the Yankee Suck Empire to the, you know, what happened after it, and just everything about it. It's just great stuff. Real snapshot, like a little piece of history for the area and the time. But that's all I got for today. The record ended perfectly. What am I? The Malleus LP is finally up for pre-order, guys. I think it went up 2 days ago or a day ago. I'll post a link for that. I grabbed mine. They have like a little t-shirt record package thing too. I'll post a link up for that. The 20th at the Middle East, it's sold out, but if you got a ticket and you're watching this and you're going, have fun. It's a benefit show for someone who passed away unexpectedly with Ramallah, and a bunch of other bands are playing. I have a meeting that day, a union meeting, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to get out, but you might see me there outside. I might show up kind of late, but I wanted someone to be able to I didn't want to buy a ticket and not be able to use it. So you got that. The 27th in Cambridge, the Life is Posers book release. What's up? Check that out. I'll definitely be there. The February 11th is the Black Market in Cambridge, so I'll be there. You know, Boston Hassle's involved in that. Go to Boston Hassle. Ground Zero Salem just had his top 10 list of 2017 posted on the site, so check it out. But I'm about to run out of time. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Call me an asshole. I don't care. Have a good one.